Hello everyone, this is Professor G.S. Vajire from Department of Electronics, Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola. Friends, today's topic for discussion is light transmission through optical fiber. Previously and even nowadays, radio and microwaves were used for telecommunication purpose. But due to various limitations and disadvantages, its uses are going to decrease radically day by day. So, due to consistent research, development and evolution in the technology, light waves become very popular for transmission of various signals. Actually, any kind of signal is converted into light signal or light waves, and then these waves are transmitted in binary or digital information. In optical fiber communication, all the signals they are transmitted through optical fiber in the form of light rays. And these light rays they work on the principle which is called as total internal reflection, and in short it is called as TIR. Total internal reflection is the optical phenomenon in which the light waves are completely reflected back into the same medium. Under certain conditions, they also arrive across the boundary or interface region between two media. The phenomenon occurs when light waves travels from optically denser medium towards optically rare medium. Here, the word denser medium is used because the refractive index of this medium is higher than the rare medium, that means whose refractive index is lower. To understand the concept of total internal reflection, try to concentrate on this figure. So, as shown in figure, here there is a water medium, outside there is a air medium. This water medium refractive index it is indicated by N1, and air medium refractive index it is indicated by N2. And of course, the refractive index of water medium is denser or higher than the air medium. For the sake of simplicity, we have taken here three cases. This is first case, this is second case, and this is third case. So, as shown in first case, consider a light ray passes from water medium to that of air medium. Here, this is incident ray, this is normal, and this theta I it is angle of incidence with this normal. This light ray will refracted at the junction separating the two media. That means from this will be the direction of refracted ray. Now, since it passes from a medium of higher refractive index to that of having lower refractive index, the refracted light ray bends away from the normal. Now, as shown in second case, we are going to increase angle of incidence, that means this theta C. At the particular or at specific angle of incidence, the incident ray of light is refracted in such a way that it passes along the surface of water. That means for this particular case, this refracted ray that will pass through the surface of air and water, or we can say it is the interface region between air and water surface. So, this particular angle of incidence is called as critical angle. Here, the angle of refraction is 90 degrees. That means this particular angle it is 90 degree, and as shown in third figure, when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, the incident ray is reflected back to the same medium, that means towards the water medium. This phenomenon is called as total internal reflection. That means this is the incident ray, and this ray it will come back or it will reflect into the same medium, that means water medium, and it will continue its path through this medium. So, this process of traveling the ray inside the same medium is called as total internal reflection. So, if we take the review of all these three cases, then in first case we can say angle of incidence is less than angle of critical. That's why all the rays will refracted into the air medium. In second case, theta I, that means angle of incidence, is equals to critical angle, Therefore, all the rays will passes along the interface or boundary region. And in third case, the angle of incidence theta I is greater than critical angle. Therefore, in this case, all the rays will totally internally reflected into the same medium. So, if we come across this question like what are conditions of total internal reflection, we can say there are two conditions which are important or which are mandatory for total internal reflection. Out of that, first condition is the light ray moves from denser medium to rare medium. That means N1 should greater than N2. And of course, in the reverse case, this total internal reflection is not possible. The next and second condition, it is the angle of incidence, it must be greater than critical angle. That means theta I, that means angle of incidence, it should be greater than theta C. Friends, in our daily life, you might have seen the diamond and mirage, which are the best examples of total internal reflection. Particularly, this diamond is artificially designed ornament and mirage is naturally appeared incident which occurs in deserts as well as on roads. To understand the principle of total internal reflection, let's observe the demonstration shown with this suitable and well prepared experiment. Now let us see how this total internal reflection principle is applicable to the optical fiber and how light transmission takes place through this optical fiber. Now as shown in figure, this inside layer is called as core, this outside layer it is called as cladding, and as per our previous discussion, the refractive index of core is greater than refractive index of cladding. That means the condition N1 is greater than N2. Here, if you concentrate on this blue ray, then this ray it is making angle theta which is less than critical angle theta C as per this condition, and that's why this blue ray it is refracted through this cladding and going out of this cladding. Now, if we take example of this red ray, then this red ray it is making angle theta with this normal, and this angle of incidence it is greater than critical angle as per this condition, and that's why here the total internal reflection principle takes place, and due to this, instead of escaping this ray from cladding layer, it is coming back, or we can say it is getting reflected back, and it will continue its path through this core. So here this red ray is going to exhibit the total internal reflection throughout the core material. For proper and loss-free transmission of light signal through the optical fiber, we have to take most care. Losses like bending loss, scattering loss, radiation loss, absorption losses, that should be less as possible. So let's stop here. Thank you very much.